Your very own Mr. Entertainment. Mark Mulgrew on 107.8 Black Diamond FM.
That's me. And David's he's got the jazz hands.
Jazz hands on, Mr. Entertainment.
Jazz hands, Mr. Entertainment. It wasn't actually me who commissioned that jingle. It was the other people in the station who said because of what I do. Oh, he's Mr. Entertainment, and that was how. And now it's stuck.
It's stuck, yeah.
So, see, that's where you want to be, David. You want to.
I know. It's something to aspire to. Get my own jingle.
We were talking off air, and I said that I'm keen to. One of the things that I like to do across Midlothian and to everybody else who listens to the show is to say, music is open to everybody. I always say, regardless how experienced the actor is, you're in good company. I've interviewed people who have been in the industry for 20 years, 30 years. Some people who've just started out in the industry. I've interviewed the Drifters, Hue and Cry. So you're in good company on the show.
Bit of name dropping there.
Bit of name dropping, yeah, you've got to do that. But also the fact that you've only been full time for the last year or so. But we're talking about the hard work that you've got to put in.
Yeah, it's. I think we talked there. We mentioned earlier about what's right for each venue, and I think that's the hardest thing is going back and honing your art, spending the hours at home. Learning the right songs. Choosing songs that you wouldn't normally think, but maybe you've seen another act. You've seen another act do that and realise how good a song it actually is, even though it's maybe not top of your list of favourite songs. So you go home, you learn that track, you work on it, you work on songs that are similar to that and try and create an atmosphere in your set. And then also you've got to get your name out there.
Yep.
Which again comes into the fact that it doesn't happen overnight. You've got to spend time contacting the right people, flyering people, sending posters out, sending out demo tracks, to agents and venues, and it does take up an awful lot of your time. And now that I'm full time, it's much easier. But when I was part time and doing another job, it was particularly difficult.
There's somebody on the phone. That's the phone going next door. I'll shut the door. We'll be rustling in here now that the air conditioning unit's away. It's very time consuming.
Yes.
To do all these different things that you have to do. However, one of the things I think that a lot of people don't realise, and I was talking to John earlier on about this as well, is that when you're a self-employed entertainer, you are responsible for your costume, you are your roadie, you're your driver, you are your sound engineer, you're responsible for all your production, you're responsible for all your marketing and everything. Nobody just comes up and starts stuffing tenors in your pocket and saying,
yeah, I think people forget that, especially when you've driven a long distance. Yourself and I know we do some of the furthest reaches of Scotland for our job, and that can be 4 or 5 hours driving. Then you've got to be there early to set up to make sure that it's all done and ready, and then you've got to get back because there might not be no room at the inn, as it were.
There's nothing better than driving for 4 hours and then sitting about for 3 hours and then doing a 1 hour set and then packing up and then driving home and finishing on a 14-hour day.
Yes, I know, and people tell you you're overpaid for doing an hour's work.
That's right, and that is the difference. That it can be, but that can be quite taxing as well on family life as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky. I've got a supportive wife and no children, so it's very much a case of just go for it. Go and do it. She's a nurse, so she works some awkward shifts, not many, but some awkward shifts. So it works quite well for me. I actually see more of her now than I did when I was running the pub. So
great stuff. Great stuff. I mean, it's a great life, and I'm keen to put it over to the listeners that it's a great life and to get involved in the entertainment industry. However, it can actually be quite hard work at times. Yeah,
it becomes all consuming, I think. I mean, this week, for example, obviously, as I said, I've been down to Doncaster, I've been to Newcastle. That's not normal for a week for me, right enough. But I mean, that's 3 days of the whole week gone.
Yeah,
and I haven't made any money from that. That's publicity. That's me going out and drumming up a little bit of business for gigs further afield and things like that, and also seeing some other really good acts and things like that. So I mean, I'm looking around your studio and seeing some of the flyers and things like that, and I know I can see Dennis Alexander's from here, and I know how much work Dennis puts in. The guy who gigs 5-6 nights a week. A lot of the time he flies abroad, he flies to the furthest corners of the globe, and he still finds time when he's at home to sit down and do fantastic marketing.
And that's it. Obviously nowadays, if you can do it yourself with the computer, it's cheaper than going out. But it's all about limiting the costs.
Yes, yeah, it is, because it's if you go to a graphic designer to do your flyers and things like that, it can be very, very costly.
However, if you are a graphic designer and you want to offer us a bit of a bit of discount, you can call us 01316634488.
Absolutely. Always good for a bit of discount.
Always good for a bit of discount. Now we're going to play another one of your tracks, which is a more modern track. It's originally done by Ed Sheeran.
Yes, this one's actually, it's one of the ones that transcends any venue, I think. A lot of the time you're wary, especially when you're in maybe working men's clubs where your key core audience is a little bit older. You know, you're very wary of what kind of modern songs you can do. Human always goes down well, obviously.
Yep. Listen, it's one of my favourite songs to do.
Well, it's my bugbear. I absolutely hate it. But this one seems to transcend every audience. Everyone seems to enjoy this one. And this one's called The 18.
Pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burn lungs, sour taste. Lights come, days end, struggling to pay rent. Long nights, strange men. And they say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand, go mad for a couple grams. We don't wanna go outside tonight, and in a pipe she flies to the motherland, sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Angels to fly, yeah. White gloves, raincoat, try to swim, stay afloat. Dry house, wet clothes. Loose change, bent nose, weary eyes, dry throat. Cold girl, no phone. They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasted, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand, go mad for a couple grams. We don't wanna go outside tonight, and in a pipe she flies to the motherland, sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Angel will die, covered in white, closed eyes and dreaming of a better life. This time we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line. They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're all under the upper hand, go mad for a couple grams. We don't wanna go outside tonight, and in a pipe she flies to the motherland, sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Angels to fly, yeah. To fly, to fly, to fly, to fly. angels